Imagine if every failure you've ever had, every embarrassing mistake, and every dead-end project could somehow add up to something incredible. Most of us think success comes from avoiding failure at all costs. But what if the real secret is failing a lot? That's the strange and counterintuitive truth at the heart of Scott Adams's book, How to Fail at Almost Everything and Still Win Big. It's a guide for turning bad luck, wrong turns, and awkward detours into the very fuel that powers a successful life. And it's not just theory. It's built from the real-life story of a man who went from being a corporate nobody to creating one of the most famous comic strips in the world. Scott Adams, the creator of Dilbert, knows failure well. Before he became a household name, he tried dozens of things: careers, startups, inventions, and most of them didn't work out. But instead of being crushed by disappointment, he treated each failure like a stepping stone. This book is his blueprint for doing exactly that, stacking your odds in your favor by embracing failure, experimenting widely, and focusing on the systems that keep you moving forward no matter what. It's a refreshing approach in a world obsessed with chasing goals and perfection. At its core, the book's message is simple. Success is not about setting the perfect goal and stubbornly chasing it. It's about creating systems that increase your odds of good outcomes over time, learning from every attempt, and building skills, energy, and opportunities as you go. One of the biggest lessons is the power of systems over goals. Adams explains that goals are like a finish line you're chasing. Once you hit it, you stop. Systems, on the other hand, are repeatable processes you can do every day that naturally lead to better results. For example, instead of setting a goal like lose 20 pounds, you could create a system of eating healthier meals, walking daily, and tracking your energy levels. Goals can fail if circumstances change, but systems keep paying off indefinitely. Adams himself never set a specific goal to become a famous cartoonist. His system was to keep trying creative projects, build marketable skills, and put his work in front of audiences until something clicked. That something turned out to be Dilbert, but it could have been any one of the many ideas he tested along the way. The takeaway is clear. Trade the obsession with rigid goals for a commitment to smart systems that make success more likely day after day. Another powerful idea is skill stacking. Adams argues that you don't need to be the best in the world at one thing. Instead, you can combine average-level skills in multiple areas to create a unique advantage. He calls this being good enough in many things rather than exceptional at one. For instance, Scott wasn't the best artist, nor the funniest comedian, nor the sharpest business mind. But he was decent at drawing, had a good sense of humor, understood office culture, and knew enough about marketing to put those pieces together into a hit comic strip. You might be an average public speaker with average writing skills, but put those together, and suddenly you can deliver persuasive presentations most people can't match. This is liberating because it means you don't have to wait for mastery. You can start building your unique combination of abilities now, and each new skill you add increases your odds of success in unpredictable ways. Adams also talks about the critical role of managing your personal energy. Instead of obsessing over time management, he believes in energy management. Your best work comes when your energy is high, so you need to protect and boost it. That might mean exercising, eating well, sleeping enough, or doing work that excites you. He shares how he noticed his creativity dipped when his diet and exercise suffered, and how making small adjustments could dramatically improve his productivity. He even suggests arranging your schedule so that the most demanding tasks happen when your energy peaks and leaving routine tasks for when it's lower. By focusing on feeling good physically and mentally, you not only get more done, but you also become more resilient when failures happen because you're not running on empty. Failure, in Adams' view, isn't something to be avoided, it's a resource to be mined. Every failed project teaches you something, gives you a skill, or connects you with someone who might matter in the future. He tells the story of failed inventions and businesses he tried before Dilbert. Each one seemed like a waste at the time, but the skills he picked up, marketing, design, persuasion, later became part of his success formula. Even a job he hated at a big corporation ended up being gold because it gave him the insider knowledge to create authentic office humor. The point is, when you see failure as data, not defeat, you're never really starting from zero. You're starting from experience. Another surprising lesson is that you don't have to be passionate to succeed. In fact, passion often comes after success, not before. Adams points out that many people wait to find their passion before they start something big, but passion can be misleading. We're passionate about things that go well, and we lose passion for things that don't. In his own journey, he wasn't born with a burning desire to be a cartoonist. He stumbled into it through a series of experiments, and as the comic strip gained traction, his passion grew. So instead of waiting for a lightning bolt of inspiration, he advises trying many things, following your curiosity, and letting passion follow progress. Luck also plays a bigger role than most people admit, but you can tilt the odds in your favor. You can't control when luck will strike, but you can increase the number of opportunities for it to find you. He compares it to buying more lottery tickets. Each skill you learn, each person you meet, each project you launch is another ticket. Over time, with enough tickets, good luck has more chances to land in your lap. For him, drawing comics and sending them to newspapers was one ticket. Networking with media contacts was another, and learning persuasion techniques was yet another. Eventually, one of those tickets hit. In the middle of all this, Adams shares his belief in affirmations, the practice of writing down your goals in positive, present tense sentences as if they're already happening. While he admits it's hard to explain why they work, he claims they helped him land jobs, meet his wife, and achieve unexpected outcomes. Whether it's a psychological effect of focusing your attention or something more mysterious, he argues that consistently reminding yourself of what you want keeps your brain alert to opportunities you might otherwise miss. Throughout the book, there's a theme of optimism and adaptability. Adams doesn't pretend that failure feels good in the moment. It can be crushing. But he insists that if you see yourself as a perpetual learner and a builder of systems, failure loses much of its sting. Instead of thinking, I failed, you start thinking, that didn't work, what's next? That shift in mindset is what allows you to keep playing the game long enough for success to show up. If we tie it all together, the message is straightforward but profound. Build systems, not just goals. Stack skills to create unique value. Manage your energy like it's your most precious asset. See failure as training, not as the end. Don't wait for passion. Let it follow progress. And above all, keep adding tickets to the luck lottery by trying new things and meeting new people. In the end, how to fail at almost everything and still win big isn't a celebration of failure for its own sake. It's a guide to making failure productive, to stacking the odds so high in your favor that winning becomes almost inevitable over time. Adam's life proves that you can fail over and over and still end up exactly where you want to be, maybe even somewhere better than you imagined. So, maybe the next time something doesn't work out, instead of beating yourself up, you can smile a little and think, good, another step forward. If failure is part of the system, then every wrong turn is just a detour to somewhere worthwhile. And who knows, your next big win might be hiding in the middle of your next so-called mistake. If you want to dive deeper into Scott Adams' unique blend of humor, insight, and practical advice, the full book is worth reading. It's part memoir, 8-part playbook for unconventional success. And if this summary sparks some ideas for your own journey, share them in the comments, subscribe for more inspiring breakdowns, and keep experimenting. After all, the more tickets you collect, the closer you are to your own big win.